Hey there, eggheads! Juan Carlos Bagnell here for Newegg Studios, and I'm kind of a mobile junkie. I review phones on the side, and I like trying to push phones as far as they can go to maybe replace other kinds of computers. Don't tell the Newegg people that. Shh. But seriously, 2020 was a wacky year for phones and distribution, and now that we're closing in on the last couple months of the year, it's worth taking a quick look at the market, some of the ideas that worked, and make some recommendations for folks out there shopping a new phone for the upcoming holidays. Obviously with a bit of focus on North America, because that's where I live. 2020 started as the year of expensive premium phones showing off 5G for carriers, but closed out in an arms race to see who can bring these new 5G radios down to more wallet-friendly prices. 2020 also marks the return of nicer, smaller phones and some stunning competition at all price tiers. We can't overlook that in the United States, Samsung and Apple will likely carve up about 80% of the phone market. But what's really exciting is seeing how those companies are fighting for more mainstream consumers. It's not the $1,000 plus phones padding out their profits the most. Samsung floated heavily on the Galaxy A series at the beginning of the year and is getting a lot of attention now for the recently announced Galaxy S20 Fan Edition, which is a less expensive version of the S20. Ditto Apple, making a splash early in the year with a Mighty Mouse device in the iPhone SE and offering up a spectrum of iPhones from the XR on reduced price and 4 variations of the iPhone 12 at different price points. The sweet spot for a nice phone still seems to be in that $500 to $700 price range. Better still, consumers have some terrific options to shop around $400 and lower. It used to be a wasteland of gadgets with poor support and terrible cameras, but now there's less and less differentiating the daily driver feel of a $350 phone from an $800 phone. It's not to say that there aren't any good reasons for spending more, but like all other gadgets and computers, when prices climb, we should be looking at more specialized use. This was a really strong year for fun experiments. Samsung delivering a pair of folding phones, dual displays from LG and Microsoft, and more options for people who want to control their phones with a stylus. Pocket computers powerful enough to give consumer-grade laptops a decent run for their money. For a lot of folks, a phone is an email and Facebook machine, but we're in really good shape for more discerning consumers to pick the perfect fit gadget for their needs. Chewing through specs and benchmarks can be overwhelming. I think it's a little easier to focus on your needs and then get the features you want. Best place to start? Look at your most used apps. What do you really use your phone for? And are there any uses you would like to add to your mobile repertoire? Do you watch a lot of video on your phone? Well, we'd probably want to consider a larger, higher quality display, but you probably don't need the most powerful processor to watch HD video. If you're wanting to tackle more aggressive games, that's when you're going to need that extra horsepower. If you're looking for a document and work machine, I really like using a phone with real stylus support. Ditto folks looking for art, sketching, and photography editing on the fly. And content creation depends not only on good cameras, but also a combination of hardware and software that enables creators to hone in on the exact look that they want. These new camera sensors are getting a little crazy, super high resolution. Some sensors are better for HDR and low light, some sensors are better for cropping and zooming, and some phones focus more on stabilization and ultra smooth video. A $350 phone can deliver terrific point-and-shoot photos and videos. Shooting good content doesn't require top-of-the-line components anymore. And even mid-pack performance can handle tasks like UHD video rendering reasonably well. When we're talking about cameras, moving up from $350 means you can get a gadget for exactly the kind of content you want to create. And the main point to remember, there isn't one winner at one price tag. You can get phones with stylus support around the $300 price tier. In the nicer mid-range of the market, dual display devices don't need to break the bank. and these newer, larger camera sensors are already being found in more affordable options. In the past, we kinda had to buy at the upper tier in the hopes we'd get some software support and we wouldn't be punished with terrible cameras. I wouldn't be too concerned about that anymore. We've been overbuying compute power in our phones for a while, and now features are coming to mid-ranger phones that shame more expensive devices from a couple years ago. I think now's the right time to do a little more hunting, look up the pros and cons, and see if you can get the exact right phone for your needs, especially if it keeps your wallet happy. You can check out the links below this video to browse unlocked phones available on Newegg at a variety of different prices and find the one that's right for you. For Newegg Studios, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell. Thanks so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I'll catch you all on the next video.